This video's been making the rounds, and I'll try to get the. This is the video, and I'm telling you,
this is not.
I'm telling you, I find it sad in all respects. This is like suffering under the pretext of science has now become a rite of passage into the virtuous class. We'll call it the virtue class. Listen to this.
This is not a video I want to make. And it's kind of hard to make because as I'm watching myself, I see what I'm going to say, which is I have been diagnosed with Bell's palsy, which is paralysis on one side of the face. For me, it's this side here, the left, obviously. So I got it about 2 weeks after getting my vaccine. And I had a rough go with the vaccine, and I guess still am. But I have to say that I would do it again because it's what we have to do to see people. So I don't know why I'm making this video, but here's my word smile.
It's what we have to do to see people. I can't tell you the degree to which this upsets me. It's what we have to do to see people. And I would do it again. I'll come back to this in a second. And I would do it again. Now, every time I listen to that, I hear it in a different manner. The first time I heard it as, I would do it again because it's the right thing to do. It's what we have to do to see people. When I listened to it just then, I actually heard it in a way that, like a hostage. It's what we have to do because I want to see people. This is a Canadian actress, apparently. It's her life. It's what we have to do because our government is forcing us to do it to see people. And she does it thinking she's doing the right thing and gets Bell's palsy within 2 weeks of the jab. And apparently the 2 weeks before the Bell's palsy didn't seem to be going too well for her either. She said, I had a tough time with the jab. 2 weeks later, Bell's palsy. But I would do it again because it's what we have to do to see people. This is dividing, politics of division, politics of abuse, feeding that fire, and you have to keep feeding it. That is the product of it. But, and the amazing thing is the discussion that came out, that video was based on her Instagram page. It was from last year. And I said, what kind of person would say, I would do it again because it's what we have to do? Depends on how you see it. Either you see it as a source of pride. This is the suffering I've gone through for the greater good. Me getting Bell's palsy, whether or not I'd make a full recovery from it, me getting Bell's palsy from a jab that won't even prevent me from contracting that for which I'm getting jabbed. And even if I get that for which I'm getting jabbed, the chances of me having anything anywhere near as serious as freaking Bell's palsy, but I do it again. So whether or not you hear it as, I'm proud of having done it, everyone should do it, take your chances, or I'm a freaking hostage, this is what I have to do to get my release. I saw some bad judgment on that person's Instagram feed where she took a kid to a drag show and posted the pictures of it, which I thought was, I don't know if it was her kid. I presume it was her kid, but to a drag show, posting that with hashtag drag show or drag queen. What was it? I mean, the type of mentality that would say this is, I still support this after what it did to me. We're living in a time where people are victims of government abuse, and they deal with it in various ways. Some of them have taken this jab and have now got to convince themselves that it wasn't a mistake. They weren't abused. It was either the virtuous thing to do or they had no choice. Did I shut down that? Hold on. I'm not showing the I blacked out the kid's face, but hashtag drag queen. This is what we're dealing with in the world in which we're living. The people dictating science are also the people promoting taking children to drag shows and proudly posting these images to the interwebs, as though maybe potentially a child wouldn't necessarily want a picture of them at a drag show out there in the interwebs for an eternity when they become adults. But that video has been making the rounds. It's not a new video. The actress apparently made a full recovery, from what I can see, as if that changes anything. And when I posted this, I don't like these stories. I found it very upsetting. I found it very sad in all respects. But the person takes to social media to then say, I do it again. Everyone out there, you're morally required to do this. If I did it, and this is what happened to me, I'll be damned before you weasel out of this, you coward, and say, my body, my choice. You're going to do it too. You're going to do it to your kids. And if you don't do it, I'm going to demonize you. That's the mentality of what's going on in Canada. Special thanks to Justin Trudeau.